All right, quick heads up. This episode is your Herfstvakantie survival guide. New ideas, fun spots, and things to do with tiny humans who somehow have more energy than the sun. But here's the deal. Subscribe to the Damn Parenting podcast, turn on notifications, and let us do the remembering for you. Because honestly, between lunchbox prep and last minute homework and hunting for that missing shoe, your brain doesn't need another to do. Tap follow, and this week, midweek Wednesday, it'll show up in your feed just like a little gift of sanity. You're welcome. Hey everybody, welcome back to Damn Parenting, the podcast where we celebrate the beautiful chaos of raising kids and occasionally wonder if we're the ones who actually need that nap time schedule. I'm your host Eva, and this week, well, it's here, the magical, unpredictable pumpkin spice chapter of the year. It's the Herfstvakantie. Yep, that's right, the Dutch autumn break. The whole week of cozy family adventures, muddy boots, and enthusiastic plans that somehow always end up with pancakes. Some of you have color-coded itineraries, snacks that are pre-packed, and even rain gear ready for you as you walk out the door. But the rest of us, well, we're frantically Googling indoor fun with kids near me, at midnight while pretending we have everything under control since last week. So, before the chaos hits, I'm delighted to be joined again by Samira from AmsterdamKids NL to help you plan your week like a pro with the best activities, outings, and sneaky sanity savers for kids from baby to big kid. Whether you're into museums, nature hunts, or just trying to drink one cup of coffee while it's still warm, well, we've got ideas for you. We found some of the best things across the country, rain or shine, Amsterdam or Assen, teenager or even toddlers and babies. So you don't have to Google at 11 p.m. And there's actually so much happening over this Herfstvakantie. We actually had to create a special Halloween episode on the side because, Halloween's right around that corner, and we're going to chat about how our little ones can enjoy a little bit of spooky home culture right here in the Netherlands, just before they grab those lanterns and set off for St. Martin 11 days later. That's right, 2 sugar-fueled holidays and 1 very tired parent. All right, so grab your planner or, well, let's be honest, your second cup of coffee and let's get into it. Samira, welcome back to Damn Parenting.
Hi, thanks for having me back.
Well, let's get right into it because, as we said, there is so much to do this Herfstvakantie. So let's start indoors, for those rainy days because, the Netherlands and the sky, it has feelings. So give us some ideas of what we can be getting up to.
So to start off, we have the CineKid Festival, which is a nationwide festival, and it runs from the 11th of October until the 26th. So think about films, VR, media labs, gaming, workshop. Honestly, it's huge. You'll also find CineKid at over 40 festival locations throughout the Netherlands. So surely there's going to be one near you. Check out their website for more details. And each theatre celebrates CineKids festivals with lots of films, workshops, and other activities. Examples of the movies are things like Tommy Tom, which is for the 3+, Lotta and Totta for the 4+, and a very cute cartoon about Frida Kahlo for the 6+. Book early, make sure you check out their website because there's so many things on, but they sell out fast. And it's really for ages 4 to 14. And good to know that some of the activities are free with a stud pass and there's also discounts. But check out the website for more information. In Amsterdam, you have the famous iFilm Museum. And during the Herfstvakantie, they have daily workshops. So think about animation, flip books, Cine Mini, as they call it for the little ones, where kids get to create, watch films, and it's all indoors with a cafe. And now, something new for most of us, which is Plons, the Maritime Museum, which is located in Rotterdam. It is a brand new interactive underwater world where kids can build, play, and experiment with sea and energy themes. It's great for the 4 to 12-year-olds, and tickets are about €19 for adults and $13.50 for kids from 4 years old.
Okay, it's always great to hear about new spaces opening up around the country. And you can always tie that in with the Blijdorp visit, I guess, to make a fun day in Rotterdam.
And good tip indeed, Eva. For sure, that's a good way to combine it for the day. Next up, we have the Philips Museum in Eindhoven. Of course, we know Philips from many of our trusted and beloved products at home. But good to know that in the south of the Netherlands, the Philips building has their own kids museum. And so during the Herfstvakantie, it opens its doors for families where children can learn about technology through play. So you'll find that it's a craft workshop for children, where your kids can get hands-on experience and explore the mechanics. And for the older children, these simple electronics. It's a good fun to get themselves very busy into different activities and understand how the technology works. And for the younger kids, so the 6 and 7-year-olds, they can get involved with crafts, with various materials, and a glue gun, always fun. And for the older kids from 8 to 12, they can solder, saw, and drill. Good to know the tickets are €10, so from 6 to 12 years old. And with a museum card, it's €4.
Well, that's actually another new one for me. We're going to venture outdoors now. Let's look at nature. For the brave souls who are still thinking fresh air is relaxing, what tips do you have?
Yeah, it's always good to get outside, rain or sun. First up, we have Oor, which is located all over the Netherlands. So you can check out the website natuurmoment.nl. And on the website, you can see that there's over 29 activities which take place during the Herfstvakantie. And there's so much going on, from nature workshops, mushroom hunts, scavenger trails, guided activities. They are usually free, but again, check out the website natuurmoment.nl. And then heading up north, we have the well-known Oude Hollandse Kermis at the Zuiderzee Museum, which is from the 18th till the 26th of October. It's a 1900 style fair, so think, wooden rides, nostalgic gems. It's €21 for adults and €14 for children, and free with a museum card. It's super cute, charming, and unique. And indeed, whilst you're in the area, you can tie it in with the very famous Sprookjeswonderland. Next up, we have the Grote Schijn, which is in Rotterdam from the 16th till the 2nd of November. You can check out their website, thegroteschijn.nl. So if you're in Rotterdam in the evening, from 6 p.m, there's a magical evening light show, which you essentially walk through a forest and everything is lit up. So think stunning lights, and lots of animation there. And be sure to bring the warm clothes, because I can imagine it's going to be cold. Good to know indeed that you need to book your tickets. So it's €22.25 for adults and €17.25 for children. And a lovely activity for the whole family. Finally, for something a bit more adventurous, we have the Billy Bird in Hemelrijk. There are rides, circus shows, and performances. It really is a whole day of outdoor fun. You can check out their website for more information.
So going on to the day trips or the big adventures, I guess. I mean, you've actually named out some big ones already for me, but these are the, pack your snacks, charge that tablet, we're going to go and do this kind of days. What would you recommend?
Well, as always, as we say, there's so much going on in the Netherlands and like an endless list of things to see. So the big trips, there's Mouderslot Historical Tasting, which is from the 18th till the 26th of October. And it's a fun one where you can travel back in time, taste medieval food, do workshops, go on guided tours, and it's something really fun for the whole family to try out. So for the tickets, it's €19.50 for adults and just €7.50 for the kids. And good to know, always free with a museum card. Well, we mentioned this one a bit earlier, but if you are up at the end of town where the Zuiderzee Museum is, there is the famous Sprookjeswonderland in Enkhuizen, which is open daily until the 26th of October. It's a very cute fairy tale park and really perfect for the younger kids, so think under 8s. There are very gentle rides, animals, cute shows, and a very affordable price of €15 if you pre-book or €17 at the door. And again, it's a kind of place where you can spend the whole day, so really get your money's worth at the Sprookjeswonderland, and always good to know you can bring your own food. Following that, we have the adventure park Hellendoorn, which is open all week from 10 till 5 and Fridays until 10 p.m. Check out their website adventurenpark.nl. They have over 45 rides, slides, and shows, so definitely one for the days when you have a bit more energy, and there's a lot to entertain the whole family. Good to know that they've got a special activity on for the Herfstvakantie. Tickets are €21.50, but there are add-ons as well to make your stay even more special. So check out their website for more information. And then finally, we have Wallaby Spooky Days. So they have a very special agenda for let's say, perhaps the older kids, 6+, and it's really a special activity during the autumn holidays. And they essentially transform Wallaby into a world of thrilling adventures. So if you're into Halloween and all things scary, check out Wallaby. So that is till the 1st of November. And good to know also, during this period, your kids can get dressed up into the spookiest of costumes and enjoy the rides and the day all dressed up.
I don't think my little one's ready for Wallaby. But she is a big fan of being crafty. So when your kid wants to, get that glue gun out and, get the macaroni and cardboard for 2 hours straight, and you're just sitting here at home going, I wish there was somewhere I could go to do this. Do you have any suggestions?
Yeah, so there's quite a few taking place during the Herfstvakantie. So number one on the list would be Creadu, which is a craft fair located in Utrecht between the 22nd and the 26th of October. So think about it like a Disneyland of crafting. There's so many materials, workshops, and DIY heaven. It is ticketed. It's less than €20, but it's definitely worth it. So it's again a full day event and perhaps one for the 6+, I would say. Next up, we have the Sound Lab in the Muziekgebouw in Amsterdam, where kids get to experiment with instruments, sounds, and rhythm. It is very cool and it's very hands-on. So check out their website for more detail. Then we have the Rijksmuseum van Ouden, which is in Leiden, and kids can make Egyptian jewelry, masks, mythical creatures, which is really inspired by their Monsters and Myths exhibition. So this is free with museum entry. No registration is required, and that's from ages 7+. And then finally, we have the iFilm workshop mentioned again. And of course, then the iFestival could really fill up an entire day. It's creative, it's educational, and it's indoors, and there's a cafe. So then, it's a complete win.
That's a lot of information, but Samira will be creating a nice carousel for us to be sharing on Instagram. So if this was a lot of information for you, but you do want to go back on it, check over on Instagram for a little scroll through, or equally in the show notes, we will have all the links to all the events we've mentioned. So there you have it. Rainy day rescues, fresh air escapes, big adventures, and crafty cam. And most of these do have some free options in them, or museum card deals, or they're low-cost workshops because, we love our budgets. But yes, remember, don't panic. If you haven't planned everything, kids really just love snacks, attention, and maybe one exciting thing. But if all else fails, those pancakes really do solve everything. Make sure you follow Amsterdam Kids for the full guide, links, and daily updates. And coming up on Friday, we will be doing a special Halloween episode where we are going to discuss the spooky days, the events, the pumpkin events, the costume parties, or even trick-or-treat spots. Samira has it all up her sleeve and I don't know anything about it yet. So we'll see you then.